I've gotten a lot of requests to do an update on my hair, so let's consider this my struggle, not a tutorial, DIY feather crochet install update. Let's jump into it. If you are new to my channel, my name is Ohemaa. Welcome if you are a returning subscriber. Guys, so this hair I ended up doing on a whim because I wanted to try the feather crochet Afro kinky hair. I had a few brands reach out to me for me to try, and that's actually how I found out about feather crochet, because I'm really not on hair YouTube like that. Okay, so after the brands introduced the product to me, I thought, hey, I wonder what this would look like in kinky straight. So I was actually watching a lot of videos, and I really loved the install on the kinky straights because it looks very, very flat. It looks very much like your hair, and it's like really super like versatile. You know, you can put it up, you can put it down. I generally don't like to leave hair around my perimeter when I wear kinky straight because I don't want to worry about constantly straightening the perimeter hair to match it and all of that. Okay, now I was in the talks with two brands to do a review for you, and some like last minute they pull out. So I figured, you know what, I'm just gonna find something that matches my natural texture really, really well, so I don't have to put heat on it, because I actually want the kinkiness to come back in my leave out area, so the middle part and my side parts, and my front perimeter, because I leave them out a lot. And when I do my kinky straight, because I have to straighten it, I feel like the texture is really, really loose, and I want that kinky coarseness back, you know. I also wanted to be gentle with my edges, so I figured let's do something that was easy and mainly on the natural hair route to help me put my hair away and also help me moisturize and condition my edges on the weekly. Okay, so I was on Amazon looking for Afro kinky curly, actually I was on Google looking for Afro kinky curly hair or Afro kinky coily hair, which I now know is a thing, which I'm actually going to be taking this out and installing a coily hair that will hopefully be a bit more of an afro, and I don't have to worry about like anyway. I found this hair on Amazon. It had like 10 reviews, and the reviews were good. The reviews were good on the blonde brown color highlighted hair, so I bought that thinking 2 packs of that would be enough for my hair, which was that DIY struggle install that you saw. I ended up having to go back and go to the same store and buy the black version of the hair that I initially installed so I can get a fuller hair. So you're gonna notice that I put I put 4 packs in my hair, but there's some parts of my hair that I don't have anything covering it, and like I'm okay with that because it's big hair. You can't see the parts of the braids that are not covered. The only thing is, next time, because I have all this hair, I will be able to space them out really well, and it will be a more cohesive, beautiful install. The only thing I don't like about this hair is whenever I wash it, because the feather crochet moves a lot, the length of it changes, and I don't want to cut it anymore, so I'm not gonna cut it since I'm about to take it out. But this part should be like shorter, but because I'm combing it and some of them are coming out, they end up looking longer. And if it bothers you, you can cut it, but because I will reinstall it, I don't want to jack it up. Like, I don't want to mess up the hair, so I'm gonna leave it like that. But in today's video, I'm going to show you what my hair generally looks like after I follow the routine, and it goes from this to this in about a week. The most I have gone without washing it is a week and a half. Whenever I first installed this hair, after I figured out how to make my leave out match really, really well, I washed it every single day, because after I showed you that video, I was actually traveling and we were in salt water every day. So every day after the beach and before we went out to dinner, I would jump in the shower, do this exact routine I'm about to show you. I really thought this hair would get like super matted, super tangled at the beach, but it didn't, because of how I was taking care of it. I did buy the same hair for my daughter's hair, and because I wasn't paying attention to, you know, detangling, gelling it down and twisting it before she went into the ocean, it got completely matte, like completely dreadlock matted. Okay, what I realized with this hair is, if you're going to go in the ocean with it, you have to tie it up. My hair was tied up, and of course I wasn't swimming as intensely and like all day and having having so much fun rolling around in the water like she was, which would make sense as to why her hair got tangled like that. Lesson learned, I need to be on point with her extensions when it comes to the ends, because I feel like if I do it the same way as mine, it would be fine. But because she plays more in the water, it gets tangled quicker, which is not a good thing. Let's go ahead and jump into the hair washing situation. I would do like a voiceover. If you have any questions, leave them down below. But I think I am absolutely 100% on board with natural looking extensions. I know I went from kinky straight, and because I really couldn't handle silkier textures, I've never actually like kept a silky texture in for a long time. But the afro textures, wash and goes, twist out, so I can just be kind and gentle to my natural hair as well, is like really fun for me right now. I really like it. The hair is not high maintenance on the daily, but maybe on your wash days, because you have to like shampoo and like detangle 3 times, very much like your own natural hair. Some people might not like that, but I know how to deal with my and my daughter's natural hair, and I figured let me get extensions that will match and mimic our hair, so I can learn how to sustain and maintain natural hairstyles for us for a while, because she's been asking for an afro. I know how I maintain my afro, but now I have to figure out how to help her maintain her afro, and I think this is the best way possible. So let's go ahead and jump into the hair washing, and then I'll come back. Hey y'all, so this is actually about a week and a half worth of unwashed hair. It only looks like this because after I put it in the ponytail, it was literally just there, and I didn't really try to take very good care of it. But as you can see, I have big gaps around my braids because of the way I did it, I didn't really have enough hair to be able to go row by row. So I just did whatever I could to cover up what I could. It was a mess, but you know, it kind of worked. But this is how I wash my hair, even when I was in the Cayman, you know, like doing it daily. This is how I did it. So I like to separate my hair going down the middle, and I use a claw clip to hold one side of it, and I just wash one side at a time. For shampoo, I like using hydrating shampoos on the hair because I don't really have a lot of product on it except the gel, and gel washes out very quickly. And because I don't want it to tangle a lot, I'm not using clarifying shampoo on this because I really don't need to clarify anything. I initially wash the hair, and then the next thing I wash is the braids under it. So as you can see, my Kerastase shampoo is done, but I put some water into it to make it easy to reach my braids. And then I like to pour it directly onto the braids, and I'm just washing directly on my scalp. I think I can understand why my aunt said that the hair needs to come out after a month, because if this is how I'm washing my hair, I can expect the roots of it to get a little bit more tangled than the actual length of the hair. But I do detangle all the way to the root, which also has me worried about my natural hair ripping because of the detangling. Anyway, I'm using the silicone mix on both my hair and the extensions. Silicone mix is very good to prevent tangles in your extensions, and it also protects your natural hair. I learned this from Mercy Hair Extensions, and I've been using it ever since. I use it on both my extensions and my natural hair, like I said. Because I'm in the shower without a light, it's getting darker. So I hope you can see. Excuse me for that. I generally don't film myself in the shower, you know, so I didn't know I needed to put a light on me. Plus, it started raining something kind of violent. So, you know, that's what happened. Sometimes when you're detangling, some of the hair slips out because of the way I was told to do it online to make it easy for removal. I didn't knot it all the way. One side is not in the hair, if that makes any sense. It's like to make it easier to remove, okay? The removal process was in mind when I was doing the install because I didn't want to struggle when it was time to take it down. After I washed my hair, on this day I couldn't go directly into styling because I had to leave the house, but the gap becomes even more apparent. I didn't even know it was that bad, guys. I didn't know it was that bad, and nobody told me it was that bad. So I think people can't see it when the hair is completely dry, but when it's wet, you can really see like the patches inside of it. Okay, I had to leave the house, so I did a leave-in spray, but now we're going to go ahead and style the hair. I did buy the cream from the or the dough, and I like to put the cream in first, use the cream to detangle the hair. And after I detangle it, I go in with the Block Party gel. I think that's what it's called. And I like to apply the Block Party to the hair and just detangle it again and make sure that I'm combing the product through, and I leave it alone. I'm using my Tangle Teezer 4C hair detangler and the 3-row brush to apply it. I like to take a good chunk of the cream, apply it to the hair, use my detangling brush to detangle it, comb it through really, really well. And of course, I would add water to it if I need to. This is just plain water in a spray bottle. I added to it because you need enough water to give you the slip, and you also need the water to be able to work the gel into the hair. I did this for like a week straight while we were in the Cayman, and I think because of that, it's just showed me that I can do this whole wash and define style in under an hour if I'm not like playing too much, and I can go, So this hair is not like high maintenance. It's just you have to be dedicated for an hour to finish your hair. This is the same for our natural hair as well. Dedicated, move quickly, and be done with it. But yeah, I finger detangle where I need to finger detangle. And then when I go back in with a brush, I make sure that from the root to the tip is completely detangled and defined. As you can see, this specific hair looks a mess because I put my hair in a ponytail when it was wet. It wasn't pretty, okay? But this is like the hardest it's ever taken me. And actually, this is the hardest it's taken for me to detangle my hair. And this is the longest I've had to detangle because generally I don't rough up my hair right after I finish washing it. I go straight in to detangle and everything. But on this day, I had to leave the house to go do something very quickly. And I didn't want to leave the gaps showing in the back of my head, okay? Once I detangle and define the curls, just leave the hair alone. I do the same thing with my natural hair if I'm trying to get like some kind of a definition going. It doesn't last, but it works. Just comb it out and leave it alone, okay? Now, after everything is defined and left alone, I apply the cream to my natural hair and I put water in it. This time I wanted to see if maybe if I only put a little bit of the cream, the twist cream in there, if it would be fine. I should have just used the twist cream by itself because I think the twist cream with the gel is what's giving me the clumps. I do want like a hard hold to my twist. So if you know anything that I can use, I do also have the setting spray, but I mean the setting foam. No, the foam. What is it called? Whipping cream? No. The foam that comes, it has like a gel hole. I don't even know what it's called. Um, something foam. Anyway, it's the honey foam from the dew. I have that as well, or the dough. I have that as well. And I used it with the cream. It was kind of crunchy, flaky, I mean, on my natural hair, but not on my extensions. Now, on this day, I did sit under the dryer, my hooded dryer, for a little bit so I can dry my braids as well because it was very late. And usually I do this earlier during the day so that my braids have at least a few hours to dry down. This is the 2 hair extensions that broke, and these are the ones that came out. This is the shedding that I got with this cycle of wash. And yes, with every cycle, I do get a lot of shedding, or yeah, I want to say shedding because some of them come out. Some of them break apart and I just get shedding. After I sat under the hooded dryer, I used my Ion hair diffuser. This Ion diffuser, I was supposed to return like 5 years ago. I never returned it. So I'm glad I still have it, and I use it to dry the insides of the hair and the braids. And once I make sure it's completely dry, I don't break the mold on the hair. I then turn around and tie it up in a pineapple and go to bed. The scarves I use are from Dawn something. Oh my God, I can't remember. It's a brand by one of my Instagram mutuals. She is a model. Doves of Dawn. Doves of Dawn is the name of where I get the headscarves from. They are very, very big and it covers my whole hair. Then I put the bonnet over. The bonnet is from Amazon. I will link both brands in the description so you can see. But as soon as I take out my hair, I just shake it and go, unless it's been like a few days and I want to do like a side part then, or a side flip over, then I do a flip over. But most of the time I just shake it and I go. I was gonna take a shower here, so I figured let me show you the shower cap that I use, because I did buy a giant shower cap so my whole hair will fit into it. After I showered today, I figured let's do a little bit of a skincare situation, okay? It's not like an in-depth skincare, but I want to bring skincare back to my channel. So I figured let me just show you what I got this time, okay? I have been exfoliating intensely, or going back to exfoliating, because I did slack severely on my skincare, and I think that was causing my salicylic acid not to work effectively. But I'm back. This is the snail mucin that you guys told me to try from CosRx, and I'm still using it. After that, I went in with my black rice moisturizer, which I absolutely love, and it keeps my skin intensely moisturized, okay? Summer Fridays also has body care products out, and I absolutely love the lotion. I have been using my brown sugar babe body oils with my Lucerne, and it pills on me. I don't know why, but with the Summer Fridays, it doesn't pill on me. I'm going in with the Shine Drops from Silicone Mix. This Shine Drop initially was bought to prevent humidity from my hair. According to my research, this specific one is either a silicone based shine drop, and if you add it to your hair, it blocks water from being attracted to your hair. So if you're going to on like a tropical vacation and you need your curls to stay, you need to find a hair gel that does not have glycerin in it, and then you need to get this shine drop and put it on your hair, and that will help prevent your curls from getting frizzy. Okay, after I take down my twists, I go in with some of the shine drop and just scrunch it all over my hair. I also like to make sure that I'm using a generous amount, because I want to make sure that my curls do stay in place so that I can wrangle some kids, film, and do everything that I need to do. Yeah, but that is it for me showing you my wash day. As you can see, the top is looking kind of flat, but that's because there's no hair there. You can do a flip up, a left flip, a side flip, a middle part, an updo. But of course, like I said, the curls were not evenly distributed, so it's not going to look the way it's supposed to look, okay? If you have any recommendations on gels that I can use with a leave-in that's not going to pill on me and look crazy, please let me know, because usually the gel by itself makes my hair so shiny, but I feel like I need some kind of a hydrating cream before I use the gel on my natural hair. So, that's where we're at. I really like this hair and this wash routine, guys. So that is it. That is how I wash and style and sleep in my hair. Every single night, I do put my hair up in that pineapple and put the bonnet on. I did buy the bonnet on Amazon, so I will link that down below as well. It will be like a collection on my Amazon storefront, so definitely check that out. The silicone mix is what I use on my natural hair and on my extensions as well, so I use that product a lot. Also, I did pick up the silicone mix hair polisher. It actually helps your hair not get frizzy very quickly, and you're supposed to break the mold on the gel so that it can absorb it, but I don't like breaking the mold on it because I like the texture of it. I don't necessarily want to be touching my hair every day, so I don't care about touchability. I care about holding my curls, so I just leave it like this, and by the time a week or week and a half is up, the mold has already broken, but the hair will not get frizzy because of that hair polisher. Put it in my hand and scrunch it all around my hair. I'm very generous with it, and because of that, when I was in the Cayman, my hair actually did not get frizzy. But yeah, that is it for me, and that's how I maintain this hair, and that's how I keep the curls in check. I will be taking this out in about a week because my aunt, she's a braider, and she did try Miracle Knots, and she told me not to keep it in more than a month. Take it out, wash it, detangle, and reinstall it, because she thinks that after a month it gets very tangled and it messes up your hair. I want to experiment and see if that's true or not, but I also want to take them out out and place them properly. That way my flip-overs will look better, because right now I'm faking a flip over. As you saw earlier, this part of my hair has no hair, okay? And there's like big patches around my hair that have like around my braids that have no hair covering it. So it's a little bit, you know, like it's your first time, keep it. That's how I am. If I do something for the first time, no matter how bad it is, I'm going to keep it for as long as possible, and I would learn from it from as long as possible before I take it down and redo it. That way I know this is how I did it the first time, it didn't work, this is how I have to do it the second time. So next time I'm going to do my hair, I'm going to make sure I have all my pieces ready to go. I bought some rings that I'm going to arrange these on there color wise how I want it to look in my hair, and then we're going to sit down and do it 2 finger widths apart. All around my hair is going to be 2 finger widths apart. That way I have good volume, but I also have good coverage because it does get big, and you know, it works. I wake up, shake and go. Okay, this is like the true shake and go. I love it. I will be doing I want to try actual tracks of Afro kinky curly hair. I'm getting 2 bundles from Mercy Hair Extensions. I'm also eyeing a brand called Coil something. The washing, you have to keep up with the washing or it's gonna look crazy on you. If you use it for braids, please put up your hair, do the pineapple, go to bed. When you wake up, it will be fine. If you try to leave it alone because you think, oh, it's braids, it's gonna be fine, it's going to get matted and tangled. Like on my daughter's hair, I didn't know that I had to do the same routine for me for like loose as for braided hair. So keep that in mind when you decide to use it for braids, okay? Let me know if you have any questions and I will answer it. Don't forget to subscribe for more hair and makeup content. If you have any suggestions, let me know as well. I will say though, the cream and the gel mixed together leaves like white clumps in my hair, and I don't like that. So I have to look for a different set, a different way to be able to set my curl and keep that mold on it, because I like the crunchiness of, I don't know, I just like the crunchiness because it helps the hair style last longer. If you have any suggestions on a leave-in and a gel combo that does not leave your hair with white flakes in it, please let me know. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hype this video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you lots, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Nobody's got it out. How will they know?
Watch who got the time, I'm racing the clock. Even in my feelings, grind don't stop. Got big dreams, want bigger rocks. I got plans, you got talk. Heard it's real cheap, but it's really cold.